We are live. Hello and welcome to DWIT 3D on this Sunday night, guys. Hello and welcome. I just have to make sure my volume is muted there, and my volume is muted there. So hello to everybody who's here, and I think I see a few people here already. Let's go back up to the top of the chat, see who's here. We have Snapshot SPV. Jose is here. Joseph Jolly Guy the Jedi. MG20TX. HVAC, Sergio, good to see you again today, Sergio. Joseph Jolly, I think I already said your name, but if I did, hey, you get to hear it twice. Is that it? James L. Don't burn the soup. I don't have any soup tonight. Yeah, no soup. Poor Boy Channel. Hey, how are you? Nice to see you. Hey, well, I think that's it for now. So a little bit on a serious note tonight, guys. You're going to notice that I've got some stuff here. And hence the sort of title of my stream. You got the stickers, Andrew. Awesome. Good. Glad to see that. I've been doing you guys, and I think anybody that's been watching my live streams replay, which is not many, I maybe get under 200 views, but I've been doing y'all a disservice in a sense because I've been all over the place. Hey, Teza. I have been all over the place. I haven't been really consistent. To Joe, confused. I haven't really been consistent with my streaming like I was over the past couple years. My numbers are showing that a little bit because the subscriptions have slowed way down. So I tend to jump all over the place without really completing what I'm doing. I start something, I get it going, and I don't follow up on it. So that's why I've been doing not as much 3D printing. I've been doing more lasering since I got the laser in the studio. Now, my question to you guys in the chat, and if you're watching this after the fact, the question is going to be, do you want me to focus more on the 3D end of it in my live streams? I'm going to be doing videos this fall, but they're going to be a little bit of everything. Or do you want me to do more laser, or do you want sort of a balance of both, depending on what I'm doing? See, I see cool with everything, more 3D printing. Somebody said too many Vorons. Well, it's funny you say that because I've got Voron projects here that I have not completed. Like this is the Trident, which needs to be rebuilt. This is an incompleted 0.1. And even before I got this completed, I have LDO had sent me 2 of the 0.2 kits, upgrade kits. So I have 2 kits to upgrade the 2 0.1s that I have. This 0.1 never really ever finished being built and printing. So it's just kind of sitting here in parts waiting for whatever. So these are some projects that I really need to get working on because right now they're just sitting around collecting dust, and they're perfectly good 3D printers. Just down here out of sight is the Voron 2.4, which I haven't been running much. I've been running the bamboos more than anything. And on the end there, I'm waiting on my upgrades for the K1, which you see right on the end beside the Voron there. I'm waiting for the upgrades on that coming from Creality. That was that $2.99 mega deal special, which comes with a new hot end and new extruder, everything like that. So I am going to be upgrading that when it comes in because right now it's not printing the best. And I've heard that this kit that's coming in is going to help that. So, hey, 3D Experiments, do what you love. You subscribe to me. Awesome, poor boy. Yes. I do what I love. I love doing everything, but I've just been too scattered lately. So I really want to get this Trident going. I want to do the Trident with the inverted electronics. And so I want to get that going, and I want to get these 0.1s going. And if I'm not using these much, once I get them built, I will either donate them or sell them. Same with the Trident. Same with the 2.4. If my rat rig, I'm never going to get rid of because I actually have work to go on the rat rig. I've got to get my spool system in place for the rat rig because I actually have a job this week. Well, I've got a couple weeks to do it, to be honest, but I've got a job that's it's a 18-inch wide border thing that I need to do, and that's the only printer I have that it'll work on. So stick to 3D printing or you'll shoot your eye out or I'll burn my eye out. If you want to get adventurous, you should turn that 02 into a Tri-Zero or Pandora. Much better bed stability and good rework fun. Yeah, I mean, there's so much I can do. I am limited with budget. I will say that. I am gonna. I do have. I have the opportunity for pay if I want, and I haven't made this decision yet, to build another 500 millimeter rat rig for a local guy here that he's got the frame done and he's kind of stuck. You know, he said he'll bring it to my studio. I can build it. I have that opportunity. Do I want to do that? I haven't decided that yet. MG20X said you'd watch that and sponsor it. Okay, okay. Well, we'll talk MG. We'll talk about that and see. I want to look it up and see what that's all about first. But yeah, I've got two of the 0.2s or two of the 0.1 with the 0.2 upgrade kits, a black one and a red one, that I can do. So, and because they're going to basically be starting from scratch because of the upgrades and the new printed parts, etc., those would be basically scratch builds, sort of like I'm doing with the Trident. The only thing I didn't do is take the frame off, but otherwise it's been stripped down to nothing. So, so perhaps I don't necessarily want to just do the building only on the live stream. I think I would build it while I'm live and then do some tedious, really boring to watch stuff off camera while I'm not live, maybe just filming stuff for some B-rolls for any future videos that I may do. But that's the only other thing is I need to get off my butt and I need to start making some shorter videos if I want this channel to grow, which I do. So I've just never actually done an edited, you know, a true edited, lots of B-roll, all that fancy stuff video before. But I want to try. Most of my videos that I'm going to do, I'm not going to do a lot of editing. I'm not going to do a lot of cutting. They're going to be real. They're going to be genuine. Me looking into the camera and maybe doing what I'm doing and talking about what I'm doing. If I make a mistake, it will stay on camera. It will stay in the video because mistakes are real life. And you learn by making mistakes, and people out there can learn by watching somebody else make mistakes so they don't make the same mistakes. So, yeah. That's kind of where I'm at with things. Channel editing is fun. I love editing. I've got the software I need to edit. I've got access to Adobe Premiere. I've got access to a lot of really good software, even the smaller stuff that's not as overwhelming. But it's the time. It's finding the time. Finding the time to did I say steak? Not the S-T-E-A-K kind, Andrew. S-T-A-K-E. Steak, and steak. Yeah. Our language is a funny thing. So, but yeah, I kind of miss doing the 3D printer builds because they seem to have a little bit more interaction involved in them. People love the laser stuff too. I mean, don't get me wrong, but I can't just say, okay, I'm going to do laser for the next year and ignore the 3D stuff because the 3D stuff's important too. I do have a, let's see what it is that I have coming to me. I have another piece of a gear coming to me being sent, and it is a, let's see, because I have a Galileo 2, Galileo 2 coming to play with. And I can put that Galileo on whatever, on one of my Vorons, right? So, you know, that's another thing I have coming up that I can do. So, hey, Gary T, how are you, sir? So, yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. So, I think what I'd like to do is I do have a bunch of laser stuff on the go, but that's kind of side projects and a few things I'm working on. We did a fair bit of cutting today. We upgraded the ventilation system for it. We're still having a little bit of issues with some smell getting into the upper floors of the house, but I've got to figure that out. But I think I'm all set up with this, and I think I've got this all kind of organized, and I think I've streamed enough about it as far as the setup of it, et cetera, et cetera. I think if I do any more streams on it, it's going to be maybe videos showing what I've been doing, et cetera, et cetera. So I think what I need to do is get working on these partially built or unassembled printers that I have sitting here and get these things going. There's no sense having printer parts sitting here not working, and they're perfectly good printers. I mean, there's people out there that would kill to have a Voron. Okay, not kill, but would like to have a Voron. And here I have 3 of them basically sitting here, not doing anything that need the upgrades, et cetera, put on them. So I really think my next step I'd like to do is maybe get going on the Trident, and then possibly get going, and then we'll get going on the 0.2 upgrades for these 0.1s, and maybe eventually get this one actually printing. So I think that's kind of where I'd like to go. And then, on my Sunday streams, sort of what I was doing before, and there was a lot of interaction, is getting these things going. And then I'm even thinking of the odd Sunday having a guest on my stream as well. So I don't know if anybody remembers way back when we first did the rat rig, VCore 3500 rat rig. I had Jason, tech support Jason, on my stream for most of those builds. And that was mostly because of my inexperience in building that kind of printer. And he was kind of, holding my hand along the way and guiding me as to what what I do and what I do wrong. And he's the one that coined the phrase, now do you want to know the easy way to do it? So that was pretty cool. So Oktoberfest. I don't do Oktoberfest at all, really. So the Laser World is full of mods as well. Yes, it is, MG. Laser World is full of mods. There's different things you can do on this. I can get an extension for it, yada yada. But I kind of my channel is kind of into making, right? It's called DWIT 3D, but it's sort of it's in the maker space as well. It's kind of 3D because you assemble things that become 3D objects. But that's why I titled my stream, Burn or Melt, because I can either burn wood on my stream or I can melt plastic on my stream, which is what's happening behind me here. And in order to melt plastic, I got to get these machines built that it's going to melt the plastic for me. So Trident first. Would love a Trident myself, but with our dollar crashing, no way I could afford one. Yeah, you're Canada, Teza, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, our dollar sucks. Our dollar really sucks. So with that said, let me move this aside. I like your idea, MG. I like your idea about the 0.2. I got to look that up and see what that's all about, because I'm kind of behind the times when it comes to some of the Voron stuff right now, because it's been a while since I've touched them. So I'm going to put this one back over here for now. Okay, and these are my 2 upgrade kits that are still brand new in the box. One of them's black, one of them's red. These came directly from LDO, and I got to use them because that's why he sent them to me, was to use them and to show you guys these upgrade kits. And it's old news now, but it's old news for most people, but it's probably relatively new news for some. So, Australia, your dollar 56. Oh, okay, that's even worse than Canadian. Our dollar's like 70 cents. Wow, that's crazy. You had to turn it into a tri-zero. Really interesting. Could I combine my 2 zeros and make it into a I don't know what I need, but I've got to look that up. Matter of fact, I'm going to write that down so I can look that up. I'm going to write down tri-zero there, and I'm going to look into it. If I don't write it down, I won't remember to do it. So basically what I did is the initial goal for this one. You guys all remember the bright colorful build, the bright color. See, I wouldn't edit that out. The bright colorful build that this was, and I kind of didn't like it, but I also wanted to do something different and use all Polymaker filament in order to do this. So we reprinted all the parts in Polymaker ASA, and I believe I have all the parts already printed that I need for this. And we did them in a beautiful, I don't remember which gray this is, but it's a sparkle gray. So we reprinted all the parts. I think this is all the parts. I'll find out when I start building to build this. But then we also decided, based on your suggestions, to do the inverted electronics, because the inverted electronics, we don't have to flip the machine upside down every time we want to do something. try it. Oh man, I can always count on you, Andrew. And of course, some printed parts. Yes. Hard time figuring what to burn after a box and an image. There's a lot of stuff to burn. Depending on what you want to do with the laser, you can. There are tons of people making a lot of money on Etsy selling the same things, but just in different parts of the country, different parts of the world. And there's a huge market out there. Local markets, Facebook Marketplace, local groups in your community, in your city. People are interested in this stuff, guaranteed. And it's just a matter of finding out what sells. And if you're stuck for design ideas and everything, Etsy. You can download anything you can think of for burning and for assembling and for making with your laser that you want to sell. You can download on Etsy. It's incredible. So we have these parts. I don't know why I put the bag away. You'd almost think I'm going to start building this and right away. Then we have the lighter. We have our X gantry, which is that light space age material rail that we have here on it. That's what we were going to switch out. That, you know, this whole thing started with let's switch out the X gantry to this, and then it went from let's just switch out the X gantry to the hell with it, let's just take the whole thing apart. And what I'll likely do is end up getting a beacon probe, and we'll put a beacon probe on this. And from what I understand as well, there are improvements and upgrades to the hot ends now. Apparently, there's newer and new improved hot ends for the Trident, for the Vorons, for the Trident, and for the 2.4s and everything. So I'm going to look into that as well. Andrew says he's a seller on Etsy. Oh, cool. I want to set up an Etsy store eventually, but I'm an Etsy rookie, and I don't know enough about that yet. But I do have a family member that does extremely well on Etsy. So yeah, so I need to kind of look into what's involved in doing this. Get on the reverse electronics. We'll hop online in a minute here and see what we have, and I'll see what kind of parts I have all printed. But tonight was just more so of this is, you know, let's decide what we want to do on the channel, and I think based on some of the feedback you guys have given me, all 12 of you that are on here, that. Yeah, maybe I want to get back into just getting these printers that are not functioning right now, get them to a functioning state, and then we can go from there. And I did say that I want to do less builds on the channel and more what we can do with the printers, but I need to have the printers functioning so that I can show what we can do with them. But I will not just do, okay, we'll build a little bit today, let's leave it till next Sunday live, then we'll continue. I will do this on a regular basis, and then we'll just pick up where I left off. Next Sunday, we'll pick up on whatever stage I'm at. Like, you may come back next Sunday and I'll have half the electronics done, or I'll have the gantries on, or something like that. But I don't want to drag it out so that it takes 15 Sundays to get this built. So, if you know what I'm saying. So, and in the meantime, we can, at the same time, talk about what I've been printing. Right now, I've got a massive project that you guys have all seen going on the rat rig here, rat rig at the office. I tried putting it on the Voron 2.4, but the bed, I'm having an issue with adhesion to that particular bed. I'm looking for my flat bed instead of my textured one to keep it consistent with what I've been doing on the bamboos. And then I will eventually get the K1 here going, but as I say, I'm waiting for that kit. For the K1, and that's something I can do on a Sunday stream as well, is do that upgrade kit on live on my stream. So you sell printed parts for Vorons. Oh, that's cool, Andrew. Very cool. Yeah, it's 15 weeks, Sergio. Yeah, it's too long. That's what I found with some of my other builds, like the original rat rig build. It's like, okay, next week we'll continue, next week, and then it takes 3-4 months to get a printer built, and that's just not right. So no, it's kind of crazy to do it 2 hours at a time and then do it 2 hours at a time, because you're not getting 2 hours worth of building in when you're standing here talking to the camera and reading comments, et cetera, and answering questions. So no, that's not what we'll do. We'll do it where we do a little bit of build on stream. We talk about it, show you what we've done, come back next time, and it's like, hey, look what I did this week during the week, and we got it to this point, et cetera, et cetera. So I don't think the build itself is going to take too long to do. I always find that for me, getting the firmware and everything installed takes a little bit longer. So we do have a couple parts we need to order for this, which fortunately I do have a Raspberry Pi for it. I do have I'm going to put the clicky on this. I do not like the tap. Based on my experience that I had on this thing when I had it together and we had the tap on, I didn't have a lot of luck with the tap. And I think the clicky probe is, we're not going to do the clicky, sorry, I'm going to do the beacon is what I'm going to do on this for a beacon probe, because ever since I got the beacon put on that rat rig over there, I love it. I'm probably going to end up putting a beacon on this one and on the 2.4300. I know you're going to say, you don't need a beacon on a 250 millimeter bed, but why not? It just makes it that much quicker. So, yeah. Anyways, so we, the basically, oh man, I just lost a bunch of balls. I didn't realize that I had a bearing here that was not locked off, and I lost a bunch of bearing balls, but at least I see them all. Anyways, I just lost a bunch of my balls. Okay, while I think of this, I'm going to quickly grab, I have a big, and I mean big, magnet here, and I am going to quickly grab my balls, I think. See if I can grab all of them. Oh, man. There we go. Thank goodness they're steel, and they'll stick to this magnet. I don't think any dropped on the floor either. I think that this rail was just towards the end, and I don't have the blocks on the end, which I should have. Could have been worse. I could have lost balls on both sides. See, this is what you guys come here for. You come to see me lose my balls, and you come to see me struggle and have to pick up my balls off the floor, etc., etc. I heard the Etsy fees are crazy. Yeah, exactly. You won't say your shop name, wouldn't be fair. Won't bother me. I am kind of like Jerry. You guys all know Jerry. If you want to self-promote on my channel, that's perfectly fine. But if you have your reasons not to, that's perfectly fine as well. Oh, man. I lost a lot of my balls down my rail here. Okay, well, see, that's a start. So one of the first things I'm going to have to do is gather up my balls for the linear rail here. And I know you guys don't necessarily want to hear me talking about balls all the time, but come on. There we go. But yeah, wow. I'm sure I can get more ball bearings for these, but it might be easier just to get a new linear rail. Anyways, let's go ahead and work on this. So just talk away, guys, and I think that's what we'll do. We'll start by getting this trident going, and the first thing we got to do for the trident is rescue some bearing balls. Isn't that the way it goes with things, Tim? Yeah, yeah, it is. It is the way it goes. It really is. So here, let me switch to my bench camera. Oh no, not that one. This is the camera showing me all the way down the bench, and it shows my belly. Look at the belly. Hang on. Oh, let's suck it in. There we go. Oh, that's hard. Okay, that's what she said. Floor camera. There we go. So I'm just going to pop this linear rail off because I think a lot of the balls went underneath the rail. And what happened is I didn't have end stops on either end of this to prevent it from happening. So since we are going to work on this printer, let's start working on this printer, and we'll just see what we can get done in the next hour or so. Now I'm going to need to find my spacers for this after. There's a lot of things I'm going to need to do to get this build started. So we have to start somewhere. So it may as well be here. Losing the ball. That just sounds awful. It does, doesn't it? So many ways that statement could go south. Oh, I see. Those are not. Okay, I need to get myself one of my tins right here. And we'll just put our screws in the tin. So it's been a decent week. Fall is definitely here. There we go. I don't know if these are hammerheads in here or if these are just T-nuts. I'm going to pull them all right out anyways. Fall is here. It felt today and yesterday, it felt for sure like it was going to snow here. But according to the long-term forecast from Environment Canada, which is similar to, I don't know what it is in the US and Australia, etc. Apparently we're going to have a milder, and drier winter this year. Okay, where's my tweezers? Where did I put the magnet with my balls and tweezers? Right here. Okay, so I did drop some down here. Okay, and then we'll just slide that, slide this little guy off the, oh, and I just dropped a ball. I know I can get away with dropping a few of them. Oh, I think I see it. What are the chances? Okay. I think I got them all. Okay. Yeah. So what I'm going to do, let's move over here. Let's put this bed over here out of the way. There we go. Can you DM me real quick? Not on Discord, but you can DM me, Andrew. Go ahead and I'm on Discord, but I'm not. I don't participate in Discord as much as I used to. Send me a message. Just go to my Facebook and send me a Facebook message if you have it. Or you can just send me an email to, yeah, Facebook is fine. I'm on Facebook as Tim O'Coin, TIMAUCOIN, or DWIT 3D Canada. Either one. So I'm going to bring my other camera down here, and let's get back to some basics here. Bench camera. There we are, right here. Here is our linear rail, and we're going to pull this off. Oh, I did lose quite a few balls. Let's see if I can't get them put back in. Okay, this is one, oh man, this is one stupid big, if you look at the size of this magnet, that's a massive magnet, so anything that comes within inches of it is going to be basically at its mercy, like that. See, like, it's, yeah, it's a massive, a big magnet. Okay. I lost my mouse. There it is. Don't fondle with. Okay, Jose. I won't. I see what you said there. I see what you did there. Okay. Blurry. Okay. I'm just, oh man, this magnet's too strong. I need to see how many. These things are so hard to handle. They're so tiny. But I got one, so I just have to be patient. I have to put these balls back in, one or two at a time, and hope that I have enough in here to do what it's supposed to do. It looks like I lost about 1, 2, 5, 10, about 25 balls here. But fortunately, this thing has that little rail to guard them, and they actually slip back in quite nicely because they do still have a bit of grease on them. Yeah, so they're going in there. They're going in there nice and easy. This is actually the first time I've actually accidentally lost my balls on a rail. Okay, let's get some on the other side here. You need a pair of plastic tweezers. Yeah. Well, this is working okay. Because that big magnet kind of came in contact with this is temporarily magnetized. So the balls are actually just sticking in here. So they're not dropping. If I drop them, they actually either drop on here like this one did. I don't know if you saw that. That one just shot right back over to this big magnet. So like if you watch here, I'm going to drop one here. I don't know if you'll be able to see this. See the little ball right here in front of my finger? Watch. If I move that magnet closer, boom. Oh, I got a picture. Oh, la! I got a nice picture. Oh, and my printer just stopped behind me. I'm going to have to restart that. Print my gosh! These magnets can be helpful or they can be a pain in the butt. But if, as I say, if I drop this little ball, like I just keep doing, it just goes right back to that magnet. So pick yourself up one of these magnets if you do a lot of, well, for anybody that's doing builds and stuff, these big magnets are really handy, and they're not expensive. I got it on AliExpress, I think. I have a couple of these large ones now, and they really come in handy. Use them on the laser for holding wood down to the honeycomb. They work very well there. Okay, one of the balls dropped underneath. There we go. It is strong. This is a strong magnet. You know, I have always been, and okay, maybe this is going to sound strange. Not that everything I say doesn't sound strange, but I have this odd, weird fascination with magnets. Like, I don't know if you better move this out of the way. I have this odd fascination with magnets. That's just a few of what I've got. I have more magnets than I can ever need, but I have this odd fascination with magnets, and especially these rare earth strong ones. Okay, I find it fascinating that there is right there that all my strength with these many magnets together, I could not. I don't care how strong you are, you could not push that together. And I find it fascinating that there is an invisible force there, an invisible force that I can't see, but I can definitely feel, that will not let me put those magnets together. I have no clue in my mind how magnets work, but they fascinate the crap out of me. Like, I am like in awe of magnets. So now I know there's somebody out there that's going to say, well, magnets are simple to understand. All you need to know is that blah, 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 blah. But is magnetism not a natural phenomenon? Like, you know, is it not a mind thing? You know, not mind like M-I-N-D, but mind like M-I-N-E-D. Okay, we got one more ball to put back in here. And it looks like we have enough balls in here to do what we need to do. One more, and there we go. Oh, but I got a piece of magnet on that one. Hang on. There we go. Got the little piece of magnet off, or metal, or whatever that was. There we go. We have all our balls back in. Think about it. Magnetic force equals gravitational force. Really? Hey, David. How are you, boss? You have a fascination, but with shiny metals. Yeah. Magnets are cool. They are magnetic force. Like, you know, tried soldering a switch on a Euclid probe yesterday. Those magnets kept pulling the soldering tip away. Yeah. Isn't that something? Vote so far, Dave, has been probably mostly 3D. So we're going to start, what we're starting to do is we're going to start rebuilding the trident. And then I lost my balls in this, so I had to replace some balls in a linear rail here. So yeah. Magnetism is a force produced by the motion of electric charges within atoms. I mean, it's all natural stuff, but it's fascinating. So let's get this rail back on. Real easy and slow. There we go. So that is still really, really smooth. And what I'll do is I will, just because, actually I'll take that off. Well, I got to find my lube. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna see if I can find my, I don't know where my lube is. I used it. No, I don't think I have it. I have to wait until I find it, but I think we're fine. I didn't lose any lube on those. They still ride pretty smooth, but I don't know where my linear rail lube went. I had a place for it one time, and my place for it is kind of gone. No, so I put it somewhere, but I do not remember where I put it. Let's see. Lube. Oh, I might have put it in one of my drawers over here. That's my plastic weld. Let's just see real quick. Sorry, guys. I keep saying sorry. That's the Canadian in me. Is there lube in here? No, that's my sticker drawer. Maybe in my top drawer here. No, that's my zip tie drawer. What did I do with all my lubrication? Don't come up with any comments that I think you guys might come up with. Anyways, I'm going to just forego that for now then. I think we're good. Lube in the drawers. I think we're okay with that one anyways. This hasn't had a lot of use. So it's not like there's going to be, anyways. And fortunately now, these are the T-nuts. So they're the spring-loaded T-nuts, so they haven't moved. So my rail should be able to go back in the exact same position that I just took it out of. So we'll just go to this one, and we'll just put these back in. And they should be in the exact same position they were in, which I believe they are. None of them have moved. Needs that linear motion 3D printer. Lots of big magnets. Yeah, really. Oh, is there not like magnetic rails, like magnetic railway cars, magnetic trains? You think about the force of magnetism and the different things it could be used for, like magnetic highways. It's fascinating. Upstairs in the bedroom, David. Not that kind of lube. It's so powerful it would interfere with NeuroStream. Oh man. Happy manufacturing. Is this the Benetton build? No, this is just your typical Trident that we're going to do a few different things on. We're going to do some inverted electronics. We're going to, I think there is different, I'm pretty sure that the hot end, that there's different hot ends now than when I initially built this thing, different than the Stealth Burner. So we're going to see what kind of hot end we have. I have a few different options for hot ends. I have a few different options for extruders now. I have a new extruder being sent to me. I believe, what did I say it was? And I'm going to, different options with the probes. Now, I don't want these things coming off the end again. So I think what I'm going to do is, if I just loosen off, is that going to be enough? Yeah, I'm just going to loosen off the two end screws for now until we get a little further along. There we go. Now they will not. Now these things won't slide off the end. And there we go. And that's what happened, is one of them slid off the end, but fortunately all the balls kind of just fell in the rail itself. There we go. Okay. I'll just make sure the rest of this one is snug. The only other, well, actually for this one, I need to get my rail alignment thingamadoobers, and I need to make sure this rail is aligned properly because I didn't do that. I don't know if I have that. Let's have a look and see if I have that. Where are the rest of the printed parts for this? It is, I keep everything. There we go. I bet you any money. Let's put this magnet in the middle. I bet you any money I have one of those things in here, the rail alignment tool. I keep all my spare printed parts. As you guys know from watching me before, I print extras of everything. And I keep everything. These are all spare Voron printed parts. There it is right there. I think I found exactly what I'm looking for. Because nobody bothered to tell me don't forget to align your rails. I think that's what I need right there. It is too. So let's loosen this off. We'll just kind of close this off for now. So we got to loosen this off again. And what I neglected to do was use this alignment tool here. Actually, there should be two of them. I need two of them. You belting the Z? I don't think so. This was the multicolor one, Happy. Yes. This was a multicolor one that's being redone, repurposed, rebuilt, refurbished, refinished, whatever you want to call it. There's the other one right here. Is that the right one? Did I get the second one? Or is that the wider one? That's the right one. There we go. So I need two of these things. Okay, let's loosen these off again. Totally forgot about these things. Hey, Jack. You have Grant from Three Musketeers and Chris Riley checking it out at Earth. Checking what out? I didn't see. Huh. What are they checking out there, Dave? Oh, Magnet X. Yeah, I totally forgot. It's Earth weekend too, isn't it, right now? Like craziness. That just sort of snuck up really fast. There we go. Now we'll put these on. That'll ensure that we have these rails lined up. And now I can snug from the middle out. Oh, I didn't have that one loose. Hang on. There we go. There, we're all loose now. Now we're all in position. Now we'll tighten up. The Popley Magneto. It won't align the rails to sync. Huh? There we go. And we're just going to leave these end ones slightly loose because that's going to prevent those things from falling off. Okay. It's a bummer that something got broken when they shipped it to Earth. Oh, really? Ah, save $1,400 not going. Hey, good investment, David. Save it and buy a printer. Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay. So we fixed that guy up. Let's get this magnet out of the way before I... Oh, man. There's my other one. There's my other magnet that I just kind of picked up on the back of my hand. And it will not come off. It's a heavy magnet because the other one's in my hand. So these things are stupid strong. Okay. Love my magnets. Love my magnets. Okay. Now, where I'm going from here, I do not know. I have to open some instructions on this, especially for the inverted electronics. Now, if I'm not mistaken, the inverted electronics. How am I doing this? Anyways, I gotta look. Let's go look up some. Let's see what I can find on GitHub. As far as what I got to do for inverted electronics or what I'm going to do next. I basically am starting from scratch building this thing, except doing the inverted electronics. So I think what I'm going to be working on now is the gantry or something. So let's just go see. I have to kind of start from square one, which means for me, because I cannot build one of these things off the top of my head. So I just can't. I'm not that good. Hey, Shadell. Shipping full built 3D printers is very dangerous. Yeah, but I've seen in Calgary last year when Bruce was here, I've seen how they crate their big printers up, and boy, do they crate them up extremely well. So, yeah. Okay, let's go ahead and let me find the Trident assembly instructions. I think I should have it already, but I've got to make sure that I don't skip a step when I'm doing the inverted electronics, that I don't do something before I should do something else. So let's see, we got another hour on here, so we can get a little bit of building going. So let's see what I have for documents here. Somewhere here I have a Voron folder. Let's see. Come on, where's my Voron folder? Is it on my other desktop? Probably not. I cleared it out. There it is. There's my Voron folder. And there is my assembly manual for my Trident. There we are. Okay, so there's the Trident assembly manual. We've already got the frame built, so we don't need to worry about that. But now I want to look up the inverted electronics to make sure that I don't do anything bass-ackwards. So let's go ahead and do a search. Voron Trident inverted electronics and search, and that is under Voron mods. There we go. Trident inverted electronics. Flip the Trident electronics bay for top access. Okay, so let's see, is this going to give me the instructions? Let's see, I am on the Voron mods, official mods.vorondesign.com. Okay, so this is what I'm looking at, so you guys can see the same thing. So it looks like I can download the instructions, I believe. And these are the printed parts. Now, I may have already printed those parts. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what I downloaded. Where's my downloads? Downloads, inverted electronics. Let's move that to my desktop. And let's open that up, that zip file. Okay, so I've got the, okay, I'm just going to create a folder here. Cool. I like David's channel. Anybody that hasn't seen David's videos, he explains things extremely well. Go see his videos. Subscribe to David Wilson, guys. He should have 5,000 subscribers right now. Okay, that's the STLs, but where is the kind of instructions? Bottom pre-install. let's see what we have here. Oh, it's just showing that plate, little video there. What's this one? Inverted electronics. Okay, so that's kind of the way we're just doing that and that and that. Okay, so that's basically can be done after all the framework and all the gantries are assembled. Hey, 3DHP, Jerry, how are you, my man? Okay, so I am actually just looking to see if there's more detailed instructions on it. So that's the Trident assembly instructions, and the inverted electronics page was right here. Ah, there we are. Okay, they talk about it kind of right here a little bit. Wago mounts, horseshoe spool, blah, blah, blah. Well, they don't really talk about it much. Well, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it, I suppose. Because I do have, yeah, right here. There's the mounts that I have. There should be 2, 3, and 4 of them. So I do have the bottom mounts that you need for the inverts. That's these guys here, right there. And these are where the, these will mount to the bottom, and then these DIN rails should slide in there, in here, kind of nicely like that. And then that's going to allow us to mount the electronics on the bottom. Okay, cool. There we go. Okay, so let's get looking and get started on the frame. For those of you who are still here. Okay, we have our frame built, and then the next stage on the frame is we are going to build the idlers, just like so. Okay, so let's move along. Let's find my parts. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we also need this one, and this one, this one, and this one, this one, and this one. Hopefully I have all the parts printed. Now, all the hardware. Oh, that's another thing, is I think all my screws and bolts and everything I've put away. There's all my electronics. There's all the wires. I have the wires. I have the steppers here. I have the steppers and everything here. Screws and everything I have put away. So I'm going to have to grab them out. There we go. Okay. Let's see what's got to be done here. Let's see what's got to be done. I'm still here. Yay, El Guapo, Tri Amigos. Hello, hello. Zenbender, hello. Look at that, Zenbender. We're rebuilding the Trident, my man. Okay. So let's see. Number one, let's turn this up the right way, because right now it's upside down. So let's turn that up the right way. And yeah, I've got these loosened because I do not want to lose those again. Yeah, those are good. And the same with these. Yeah, those ones are not, those ones shouldn't fall off the end. I hope they don't fall off the end. Anyways. Okay. You swear you watched me build this printer already. Yeah, we're building another one. Yeah, that's the ticket. Okay, we got to do some heat insets. Oh, lordy lord. You haven't lost your mind. You have seen me do it again. Let's get the heat inset press out here. Yeah. I like building it so much that I decided to tear it apart and build it again. What can I tell you? Here we go. You guys may recognize this heat inset press. Vector 3D, I believe. Where is my extension cord? Hang on. I had an extension cord out here earlier because Tim, when you prepare for your stream, make sure you have an extension cord handy so you don't have to waste time in your stream looking for an extension cord. Well, I'll be, I don't know where it went. Okay, well, we'll just have to wing it here. I thought for sure, because that cord won't quite reach where I want it to. There it is right there. I knew I had an extension cord here. Ah. That's true, Jerry. That's so true, Jerry. And what's going to make me happy now is to finally get this trident built. But thank you. I appreciate that, Jerry, very much. Okay, is this on? Let's turn this on. Let's get my heat insets. Are they in this one or are they in another one? They must be in another one. Yeah, you're right, Jerry. People will watch. People will watch if you're doing what you like to do. I mean, it's true. There's my heat insets. I knew it was in one of these. Okay. So we got to make sure that we have the right pieces here. Your channel has food on it. I love it. Okay, that's this piece, and we are going in here. It's one of them. Oh, there we go. Am I warm enough now? Is that on? Oh yeah, that is on. Okay, that is on. I'll let it heat up a little more. Maybe this is this going to give a better view. This might give a better view. I like to give you guys a great view. There we go. Because that way, if I burn myself, oh my God, stop touching it. That way, if I burn myself, you guys can get to see firsthand. That's funny. The other thing you can't do is you shouldn't touch those insets after they're in because they stay hot for a fair bit. There's one. Oh, too funny. And then I need two more pieces here. Now I'm probably going to come across, like I just am right now, some pieces that I have not printed yet. And I can't find those pieces. Because I started to do this. I started to print it. And then I kind of stopped and put it on hold. So yeah, there's definitely two pieces here I don't see printed, which I'm going to have to print, which is fine. I just have to remember which filament this is that I used. Or just come up with a color that's going to complement this gray. But those are accent pieces anyways. That's what it was. I hadn't printed the accent pieces to this yet, which is fine. I can always come back to these. Okay, yeah, because I don't need these two pieces right away. And then on this one here, so we have that heat inset there, and I think there was one. I'm surprised there's not. I'm just going to get all the heat insets out of the way to begin with here. Let's just see where the next ones are going. No, there's no heat insets on that. There's some bearing stacks going on. That's the only one that has a heat inset in it for now, plus the two accent pieces I didn't print. I guess that's it for now. Just the one piece. Helping hands jig. There you go. 49ers did well. Those Oakland 49ers, man, they have a good team, I hear. And then the San Francisco Raiders, whew, they're to be dealt with. Big football fan here, guys. Okay, so I'm missing a couple pieces. The pieces I'm missing, obviously I got to go back this week, print some accent parts. These pieces I didn't print. And come to think of it, I didn't print any accent parts yet, but I can go ahead with these pieces right here. So we're going to go ahead and start right here. You're waiting for your Taylor Swift team. Oh, man. The stories I've heard about the Taylor Swift thing, I've heard some people have spent some ridiculous money on seeing Taylor Swift. Okay, I need to get myself an M540s. Here we go. M540s. Right there. Doo-doo-doo. Two of them. Okay. Let's go ahead back to this camera here. So I need this piece. Where am I at? This one. This one. No, hang on. Am I missing other pieces? No, I'm not. It's just been so long. Hang on. I think I'm missing some more pieces here. Why? I'll bet. Holy crap, I'll bet. I have heard some ridiculous stories about how much people are paying to see Taylor Swift. And it's like, are you serious? I can't build these. Okay, I'm missing more pieces. I've got to go through and make sure I get that I have the right pieces printed. So it looks like I'm missing my A.B. Idler pieces, my A and B Idler pieces. I thought I had all the non-accent pieces printed, but obviously I am missing a few pieces unless... No, I still have some pieces to print. I wonder if I ran out of this. This is like a gray glitter filament. I wonder if I ran out of this filament. Okay, let's move on. And let's see if I can't even do the, what's after the front idlers. So, okay, we're going to do the A drive pieces then. So we need M530s, button heads. We're going to need 2 of these. We're going to need 4 because we're going to do 1 on each side. Okay, we do have the pieces for them. There we go. It's a little better. Okay, we have the output piece right here. Other side, this one. Okay. And we got to do some bearing stacks. Where are my bearings? Now, did I put all those away too? I am very unprepared for this right now. Just so you know. Where are all my bearings? I had everything in the bag. There they are. Aha! There they are. Okay. There's my hot end for this. What hot end did I have on this? That looks like a, I don't know what hot end that was. It's been so long since I had this thing assembled. It's like crazy, man. Oh, I have the Ramus front idler kits too that I may use. So we're going to switch some things up as we go. So maybe it's a good thing I don't have my front idlers printed yet. Maybe that's why, because we're changing the front idlers. There we go. There's everything else. Do 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 do. Da 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 da. Okay, so we need shim on here. 2 bearings. And a shim. Okay. Double shim in between. I love the social aspect of these live streams too. Interacting, you guys interacting with each other, sharing the stories. It's awesome. It really is. Okay, so we have the bearing stacks done for this one. We're going to put our counterpart on this one, which is right. Why does that not look right? Oh, there it is right there. Okay. Mm-hmm. Oh, they thread directly into plastic. I was thinking, why aren't these things coming right through? So we're going to thread these directly into the plastic. So we're going to go like this. And these are going to thread directly into the plastic. Do not over tighten. Okay, there we go. Okay. Okay. Just seeing these parts together like this, I already see my nightmare of running my belts, but that's okay. Okay, and do not over tighten. We are good. Okay, that's that one. DWIT 3D, printing signage, Canadian live. There we go. Okay, now we need our A motor. Now, hopefully, these motors should already have, I didn't touch the heights of these, so these should already be in the right height. So all we're doing is just rebuilding these things with different color. Looks like some belt residue on there. Let me get my wire brush. Just strictly rebuilding these things with new color parts. Oh yeah, there's a little bit of residue coming off of these. Looks like the belts were rubbing on the initial build. That's all right. And that's the other thing. I may need to get new belts too, depending on how I cut these belts last time. Okay, there we are. How does this one look? This one looks fine. Okay, so that's this one. We have our little space gapper, which we shouldn't need, but we will. Let's see, that looks like it's lined up fairly, that's a bit low actually. Hence why no, that's not too low. Now I want to ensure motor orientation. Okay, so the motor is going to have it so it's coming out the side here. And then we're going to install that with okay. They were rubber belts. They're supposed to rub. Ah, good one, Andrew. They're not upgraded parts. Some of the parts are upgraded. I've changing the gantry. I'm changing the X gantry to this guy, which is what started this whole thing. And when I took it apart to do this, I said, let's just take the whole thing apart and start from scratch. But otherwise, and then I printed new parts. All new parts are printed as well. Although I do have some pieces to reprint because I'm obviously missing some of the pieces. So yeah. But while I've got this in here, I got to check the height of this. Yeah, that motor height is still perfectly fine right where it is. Okay, so I need M3 by 30 socket heads. M3 by 30s. Why don't I have enough of those? Oh, because these are M5s, you goof. M3 by 30s. Four of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a good thing I have all my my screws sorted out. Oh, 3 of them. What am I saying? 4, 4. 3, 2, 3. Okay. You know how to get the bed heated? Better. How to get her bed? Rubber belts. Oh, man. That's cute. That's funny. The parts you printed so far look really nice. Thank you. Yeah, they're I'm trying to remember. I'm pretty sure this was one of the Polymaker filaments because that was one of my goals in reprinting it, was to do it all Polymaker filament. This is a sparkle gray, but I'm wondering if this is the I'm wondering if this is Sparta. Let's see, I have Sparta fluorescent red, fluorescent blue, and where are my other Sparta filaments? No, it must have been. It must have been. Oh man, just about stepped on that. Must have been Polymaker. Where's my Polymaker sparkles? ABS. Galaxy Dark Gray. That's what it was. There it is right there. And let's see. One of these is opened. Oh, hang on a minute here. Let's go here. One of these is open. I think it's this one. Yeah, I think this is the one. Yes, this is it. Galaxy Dark Gray. So here is the, you can kind of see it there. That's what these parts are printed in, is in their Galaxy Dark Gray. So we have a few more parts to print now. I think the other question I had, and I hadn't gotten that far. They have a great assortment. They really do. So the other Galaxy colors I have. So I've got another kilo of the Galaxy Dark Gray. So I've got plenty to finish the parts, but the accent parts, I have Galaxy Orange, I have Galaxy Purple, Galaxy Teal. I just need to pick an accent color. So I'm thinking, I'm honestly thinking the dark gray and the Galaxy Orange would look really, really, it's hard to see without me actually opening the box, but Galaxy Orange and dark gray might look good. Either that or purple. So it's going to be probably be between the Galaxy Orange or the Galaxy Purple. Oops, there we are. Because I've got 2 kilos of Galaxy Purple, so I've got lots of that. The Galaxy Teal, oh, even the teal would look so good. I just can't decide. I can't decide which accent color I want to do with these. So, but I mean, tough decision to have to make, right? Orange would be better than purple. Orange and light gray. Yeah, orange was my first kind of go-to that it would look really cool. So maybe we'll do the orange. Maybe we'll do the orange. Oh, speaking of doing, where are we at? I'm just going to quickly, while I'm here, this is the job I am running 4,000 pieces and probably another 10 or so thousand to go, but I got to keep this printing as much as I can. So it's going to get a little loud. Anybody with headphones, really warning right now, when I pop this plate, it's going to get loud for a second, okay? So 3, 2, 1. There we go. Don't say I didn't give you fair warning. Okay. Now I got to pop this plate back on. Hope I didn't deafen anybody. And I'm really quickly going to start my next plate, another plate of them. This job is literally print, remove, print again, print, remove, print again, all day for the last week and a half on this printer and my printer at my office. So this has been printing nonstop. We have thousands of these pieces literally to print. So, hang on one sec. I got to put this bed somewhere for now. There we go. And let's just scoop these in. And I randomly pick a sample out every once in a while to make sure that everything is fitting the way it's supposed to fit for what these things are for, and it fits perfectly. This box right now is up to about here. I have got, I think, 1,500 out of the initial 3,000 order, and then I got another 1,000 orders. So there we go. Government math. There we go. Okay. Onward and upward. Okay, so we have that one done. We have the motor on. Check your work. Compare your assembled part to the graphic shown here. So the motor lines up with the top on the two on the top, which it does. So we have that. We have the motor inside. And our work is good, and we have the wire coming out of this side. So this should be good. Okay. Oops. Don't want that camera. But we're going to go the other side with our other two button heads. And that is this piece right here. And we have a button head here and a button head here. And we're going to do another stack here. Okay. Okay, where's my bearings? Right in front of me. So we're going to have shims on the bottoms. This one's going to have double bearing here and a shim on top here. What's that piece? Just a broken piece. And then we're going to do a double bearing. So double shim, shim, double bearing, shim, shim, double shim, bearing, shim, shim. Okay, so it's easy for me to see, I know. So we'll do a double there. And we have a double shim. Okay, then we do another double bearing. Whoops. Obviously making sure to orient the bearings in the proper way. And then we have another shim. And then we throw our counter piece on. Like so. Flip it over. Like so. And screw these in. I like this camera view. You can't see my face. There we go. And we have good smooth movement. Next motor. Okay, make sure we orient the motor properly. So we have it this way, so the wire's coming out this way. And I should not have to move that. It's in perfect alignment already. And then we need 3 more M3x30s. So rebuilding it's not so bad because a lot of the fiddly alignment work and stuff is already done. Yes, this printer was printing pretty decently until I decided that I wanted to change something. Amazon bought Hatchbox, yeah, and made it their own. The problem is not at all not Amazon Basics Hatchbox. You never know you're going to get. Exactly. KB3D, you did finally catch a live stream. Hello, welcome. Hello, thank you very much for being here, sir. We are rebuilding a Trident. The that has been sort of sitting collecting dust for a while, and I thought it's about time we just did something different. The majority of people wanted to see more 3D than laser. We'll still do some laser now and then, but I decided I have a Trident sitting here waiting to be rebuilt. I'm going to decide what components I put on it as we go. I'm going to put a beacon probe on it, I think. I don't know what hot end I want to do on it yet. I don't know if there's a new stealth burner model out there available for it, et cetera, et cetera. We'll cross those bridges when we get to it. And then we have a couple 0.1s that are going to be upgraded to 0.2s, possibly the Tri-Zero or whatever it's called. I wrote it down. Tri-Zero, maybe make one of them a Tri-Zero. So yeah, we'll see. You're still in Maryland after Earth. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. I do have one of your stickers on my sticker wall over there too, so pretty cool. Thanks for being here. Okay, so we got this down, we got the motor in. Make sure I just tighten those things. Don't want to over tighten, but you know. Okay, and then we're going to double check our work. We're going to look at it from this side. And that motor goes towards the bottom, so that's our bottom belt. So this is good. So those two, these are done. And they have the wires coming out the right way. Those are built. Good. Let's see what is next. Can only go so far. Yeah, I really need to, I kind of need to build the, yeah, the next thing I got to do, unless I can get away with skipping ahead to the y-axis, because the first thing they want me to do is the y-axis, but I need the AB idlers to be put on, and then I need the I can probably get away without the AB idlers right away, because for the AB idlers we're going to do, I got a kit called the Ramus front idlers kit, so I'm going to look into that. So I got the Ramus front idlers kit from my local guy 3D Lab Tech here. KB3D. Whoa. Let me get to my other window here. Thank you very much. I appreciate that, KB3D. Missed soups and chats. Well, we didn't do soup tonight, but man, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. And for that, you get, hang on, I got to turn this on. It's been a while, but we get this. You ready? Super chat. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I really do. I'd love to. I got to go to an ERF. I want to go to an ERF or a MRF or a REMERF. I want to get to one of those one year. That's a dream of mine, is to get to one of those, to meet a lot of you guys in person. So definitely need to do that. David Wilson. Holy crap. Thank you so much, my friend. I appreciate that. And you get one of these too. Super chat. Thank you so much, David. I appreciate that. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. How do I get back? Oops. There we are. Here we are. Call your 20 and raise you. I like that. Chat. We're getting a lot of chat tonight. Yeah. Let me get back to these instructions here. So I can't do the AB idlers because we're going to do the Ramus idlers. I'm going to look at that and see what I need to print for those. I think I have to print specific parts for the Ramus idlers. Apparently those are really good. But I think I can continue on the back with my part of the y-axis. Now, let's just see. I have the rails for that right here. That's my old X rail, my old Y rail. Which is best, ERF, MRF, or REMERF? I'll go to any one of them, you know. There's some people on here that can answer that better than me, but from what I understand, ERF is more of a formal setting. MRF is like a informal, more set up table in a community center type setting, and REMERF is in between. I honestly can't answer that. What am I missing here? Why do I feel like I'm missing something? Okay. Oh, I have to take that. I had to take that bar off, which is part of the reason. This is my front. Okay, I'm kind of just stuck here. Hang on 1 second. Okay, that middle bar in the back I took off. Yeah, because so we have to get back. Let me move some boxes here. So we need to where's my threaded end here? So this is going to go on here, and then that guy goes in there. Enjoyed Earth since your grandson was your escort. He's now busy with his life. Yeah. I want to get to one of these things, guys. Murph is probably easier. Murph and Remurph would be the easiest ones for me to get to. Okay, so put this aside for a second. It's been a while since I built this thing. Okay. Okay. I should still have all of my T-nuts in place, which I do. I've got to put this back piece on. This guy. We need to screw this back in place. So, why is my printer not printing? Printing was canceled. Why? I did not cancel. Oh, am I out of filament? No, I'm not out of filament. Let's send it again. Just the bamboo being a pain in the butt. Okay. So let's turn this on its side. Is that an M3 or an M5? I think that's an M3. Maybe you could fly to Calgary and we could drive to Rocky Mountain. Yeah, that would be a good idea. How far of a drive would it be for you to get here? That'd be a great idea. I figure whichever one of these I'm going to go to, it'll be a drive one way or the other anyways. I'll drive to it. There we go. We got that back piece on now here. Now, I don't remember. Yeah, okay. Fly to me, yeah. Fly to me and drive. Oh, I see, and drive to Rocky Mountain Rep Rap, yes. So Rocky Mountain Rep Rap Festival was where? Colorado? Okay. I think I need to raise this camera a little bit. Choo. There we go. We can actually zoom out of here. Not as in get out of here, but we'll zoom out of here. And then we have the this side. Yeah, those are still in place. So that I have got to slide into place. Loosen the bolts and slide into place. Yes. Where's my... North of Denver. Okay. That'd probably be a good... how long of a drive would that be from here? Just trying to think. Be a nice drive. There we go. And then I need M5 by 10s. M5 by 10 button heads. There we are. 1, 2, 4 of them. Need my Weras. $1,700 kilometers. So you're looking about, oh, that's a day's driving. Be a nice drive though. Down through Glacier National Park and good night, 3D Experiments. Thanks for being here. Mucho apreciado. Or whatever they say. That's the extent of my Spanish. $14 hours. I could do a good 8 hours in a day driving without too much issue. It's still quite a distance. I look at it and say, okay, with the price of gas, yada, 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 is it better? Are you better off driving? Are you better off flying? Because you kind of got to look at everything in that sense. Actually, I think I have to keep these things a little bit loose in order to get that other bar in there. Come to think of it. So let's loosen this one off a bit. Let's keep these loose. And we'll keep this one a bit loose. Yeah, I think I have to keep that so I get that gap in there. Or we could meet at the show. Absolutely. Yeah. Oh, look at that, David. That'd be good too. Yeah, I would just look, definitely, David. I would look and see. I'd be very interested in that, but I'd look and just see what the overall cost would be, if it's cheaper to fly or cheaper to drive. With the price of gas these days, but then again, the price of airfare these days too, right? Can be ridiculous. There we are. When is Remurf this year, or in 2000? When is Remurf? You fly for free on Delta? Nice. Well, there you go. So you can fly wherever you want. Delta comes to Calgary. there not a hole in this? There is a hole in this. Or is that an M3 on that one? Hang on. Oh, that one just gets the top ones. They don't put the two bottom ones on. That's weird. Okay. Shows what it helps if I read instructions. April? Okay, April. That's not bad. That's lots of time to plan something. I mean, I definitely want to go to one of these events for sure. It's for me, it's a matter of cost. I mean, let's be honest. It's by the time you're looking at hotel and airfare, it adds up. I guess nothing goes in the bottom of that one yet. Yeah, we have the wiring in the right spot. Okay. I'm not using a Hall effect end stop, so I don't need to worry about that. Then there's our de-extrusion. Okay, so we got to put our de-extrusion in. I don't trust these that these linear carriages are going to not fall off the bottom there. So there's our de-extrusion. I got to make sure I get this the right way. This is already preloaded with everything, but I got to make sure I get it on the right way. So that is going to go on this way for sure. There we are. De-extrusion, D. Rocky Mountain might be the best bang for the buck. Yeah. Very well might be, Jerry. You got that. You got a good point there. Okay. So we got our de-extrusion in. We need M5 by 10s, and we're going to need 8 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. And we should already have our T-nuts in place. Oh, look at that. Everything's fitting like a glove. When you already have T-nuts placed in there, it saves so much time. Yeah. I like driving places too. As I said, I don't mind a nice long drive, but as I said, for me, it's whatever costs the most cost-effective method of getting somewhere these days. Because with the price of gas, I mean, you got to weigh the difference, airfare versus price of gas, right? So you guys down in the US are paying stupid high prices for gas just like we are up here in Canada. So I don't like that bolt there. I'm going to switch that bolt out. It's not as shiny as these ones. I like the shiny headed bolts. There we are. See you later, Jose. Thank you so much for being here. As always, I appreciate you, man. I know we're going to have to loosen these up to get the square everything up later, but we're just going to snug these up for now. Let's see, slide into place. You got a blah, blah, blah. And then we got a couple pieces to go in the corners there. So I can snug these up now that we have these all in place. Okay. Okay, and then the M3s here, the motors. I'm excited now that we've started building this trident again. I'm very excited about it. Okay, I need these braces. Where are those pieces? Where could they be? That is a $50 question, folks. We're looking for the little corner pieces that go here. Those are metallic pieces. They should be in one of these bags of the parts that came out. Now, is it possible I got to put them in this electronics bag? I must have some other parts somewhere. Somehow I don't think it's in with all these wires. Man, there's a lot of wires involved in a 3D printer, isn't there? Look at that. A lot of wiring. Okay. What are we at? We're almost time to quit anyways, even if I can't find those parts. We've got a good bit of a head start on this. Yeah, that's interesting. Where would they be? I kept everything for this printer together, but of course I can't find the parts that I need for these corners right here. So just show you right there. Those are the parts I'm looking for right there. There's that part there and that part there. I quite possibly could have put them in one of my cases too. But with me, you never know. Just have a quick peek here. Nope. Gonna have to find them. They're somewhere in here. You can drive with people you're going to like or kick out of the car. I'm okay to drive with, I got to admit. I'm pretty easygoing person. Very easygoing person. So I just get frustrated when I can't find parts. So what are we at? We are at 6:55. Hey, that's almost perfect, guys. So we got a good, you know what? Not a bad start for this thing, considering that we just decided tonight to rebuild this. Yeah, I'm happy with it. I'm obviously missing probably another bag or something of parts because I kept everything together, and those are integral. That's an integral part of this thing, is the braces that go up in this corner. So I'm obviously overlooking something somewhere when I put all this stuff away. But I will find it. I will find them. And I'm going to make it my mission to find those things. The clock is keeping great time, David. Yes. You can see that there, right? It's keeping excellent time, guys. Right there, DWIT 3D Canada clock. Mr. David Wilson sent that to me. It's awesome. So, ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, I could be really mean and say, ladies and gentlemen, and Jerry, thank you very much, guys, for being here tonight. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much again to KB3D and David Wilson for the super chats. You guys are awesome. I appreciate that. And as I said, what we're going to do is I'm going to work on this during the week. I'm not going to wait till next Sunday to start this up again. We're going to work on it during the week. That way it's not going to take 12 weeks to build this thing and get it running. We're going to get it up and running as soon as we can. If I have the chance, or if I maybe just pop on a live stream during the week while I'm working on it, if I have the opportunity. It all depends on how busy my evenings are with everything else that's on the go. So we need to talk about Remurf. We will, David. Let's make a point of talking about that. Let's pinpoint when the date is, and then let's talk about what we can do. I would love to go. I would definitely love to go, and I know my wife would love to get rid of me. So, yeah. Okay, guys, that's it for now. Thank you so much for being here on the stream, and everybody have a wonderful week, and we'll catch you next Sunday. And at least we know what we're going to do now. We're going to get this thing printing, and then we'll work on the other ones, and we'll just talk about everything that's been going on. So thank you so much again, and I appreciate you all. Everybody have a great week and have a good night. Catch you later.